what's the outlook going forward?
Well, one of the things that we've been focused on is attracting those types of investments that are less cyclical in nature, like education, healthcare, logistics, maritime. We've also prioritized those types of industries that also prioritize environmental stewardship, like ecotourism as well as renewable energy. And we see the vision of Freeport as playing a critical role in sustainable development. Based on some of the things that we've gone through, we have looked at some of the principles of global trends, like sustainable development, environmental social governance, in terms of principles of new investment trends. And we looked at how could we begin to create a more resilient and sustainable environment in Freeport. So the first things we did was we looked at water supply and electricity, actually. And we said, how can we create redundancies in those areas? And so we went back to our regulatory framework for utility regulations, and we amended that to make sure that we're now able to allow independent power providers to come in and help generate more capacity through renewable sources. And then we looked at the water supply, and we have the benefit of a freshwater aquifer. But as great as that is, that could be challenged by natural disasters, especially when there's flooding. And so we said, we need to build redundancy even in that. So we invested in some RO plans to bolster our fresh water supply. And then we looked at our building codes, and we said, we need to improve these building codes. Our building codes are now considered to be among best in class, as well as operating process. And when it comes to attracting sustainable investments, we have a number of different initiatives that we work on from time to time, but the vision for Freeport is really creating a sustainable environment, taking advantage of the infrastructure, taking advantage of the concessions and incentives that are there, and continuing to build diversity in the Bahamas. Because one of the challenges that we face as a jurisdiction that is susceptible to hurricanes or climate change, we lie within that region, is being able to sort of move away from that, not just focusing on some of those industries that are cyclical in nature, but also sort of building on them, building beyond tourism, building beyond financial services. And the way we can do that is simply by mitigating some of those risks by diversifying the economy. And so that's some of our focus.